What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking the Fight. I'm Lach.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at UFC 275 Teixeira versus Prochaska. We're going to be looking at the main card opener, Della Maddalena versus Ramazan Emeev. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. We put out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view. So if you're looking for content like that, go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we got Contender Series alumni Jack Della Maddalena taking on Ramazan Emeev. So Maddalena is 11-2. He's 25 years old. He's 5'11" with a 73-inch reach. He's coming off back-to-back wins over Pete Rodriguez and I think it's Angelusa. And he is taking on Ramazan Emeev. He is 20-5. He's 35 years old. He's 5'10" with a 68.5-inch reach. And he's actually coming off a loss to Danny Roberts. And yeah, so Emeev is coming in as a plus 110 underdog. So Maddalena is a minus 130 favorite. So the odds are still pretty close. A huge experience difference. What do you think, Jeff?
I think this is going to be an interesting one for sure. Like you said, Jack, he won his UFC debut via TKO. But yeah, like you said, it's going to be an experience type of thing. Is Ramazan Emeev? I mean, these are two completely different fighters. When I was looking at their stats, Jack, he's won 9 TKO wins, 1 sub, and 1 decision. While Ramazan, he has 3 TKO wins, 7 subs, and 10 decision wins, right?
Yeah, it's like classic striker versus grappler.
Yeah, but the only thing is I think Jack does do a good job of keeping in range. I think he does a good job with that, but I've seen it time and time before. The fighters look good against other, I think, strikers. But when it comes to the grappling, it proves to not really matter that much anymore. So it's gonna be an interesting one. But I don't know. I think I could see who was the favorite. Was it Jack?
Yeah, he's a slight favorite at 130. So the odds are pretty even, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean a little more towards that because I feel like Ramazan, I don't know. I just don't know if he could last the whole 3 rounds, Jack has been known to, put people away early. Or not early, but, not even make it to decision. So it's going to be interesting where if he's going to be able to get it done, especially quickly, because if it goes to decision, I think Ramazan might end up getting the decision win. Yeah. What you think?
Yeah, same. It's going to be a real interesting matchup. I think it's going to answer a lot of questions about Maddalena because, he's coming in hot. His Contender Series fight was probably one of the best ones of that season. And then, obviously, he debuted against Pete Rodriguez, but I don't know. That was on short notice. Rodriguez took that on short notice. And, he got smoked. They did not belong in there with him. But this is really going to test his grappling because, Maddalena's a striker. He's real comfortable on the feet. He has a pretty good jab. He likes to switch stances and stuff like that. He throws mostly straight punches. And I think a big emphasis is his style, right? He has kind of a high guard, likes to block punches high. But, that's pretty bad when you're facing someone like Emeev whose primary focus is to grapple. Except it's kind of like we don't know much about Maddalena's takedown defense. We saw him defend a good amount of takedowns against Angelusa on the Contender Series. But Lusa's not really the grappler. Not as grappling focused as Emeev is. So I was going to answer a lot of questions about his grappling. I think Emeev isn't like the best grappler. I think he's failed most of his takedowns in the UFC. Like his takedown success rate is not that great. And in his last fight, Danny Roberts was like reversing him and like also being, also kind of taking him. Danny Roberts was kind of like reversing him and kind of like getting his own takedowns. And Emeev, honestly, he did not look that great. And Danny Roberts, he doesn't have a wrestling base, and he was still managed to stop a lot of the takedowns. So I think we're going to see a lot about Maddalena if he can stop takedowns against a wrestler that's, I think, a step above in Emeev. But if Emeev cannot take him out, bro, I don't think he stands a chance on the feet. I think Maddalena has too much power. He has a reach advantage here. He's just a better striker, more focused. More focused on striking. Yeah, I think, like you said, if it goes the distance, Emeev, I think, is going to win it for sure. I think if Maddalena gets his way, he's probably going to finish this guy, So it is a close one. I understand the odds are so close, despite people liking Maddalena more. But I think I'm going to go with Maddalena. I think he gets it done. I think his striking is real good, man. His boxing's real nice. And I think he's going to catch Emeev before Emeev gets going. I think Maddalena is really good at the scrambles, and Emeev's not really good at chain wrestling like some of the better wrestlers are. So I think he's going to fail a couple takedowns, and Maddalena's going to piece him up, and I think he's going to finish him, I think, with an uppercut probably. He's going to try to time him. What you think, man?
I think very similar to you. I think Ramazan, like you said, I feel like his wrestling's not there. Like, I feel like he can't keep people on the ground sometimes, or he just wants, or he's struggling to keep them on the ground. Like, that's all he's trying to do. And I don't know. I think Jack has all the tools to beat him. I think there is that question about the takedown defense, but I don't know. I think Ramazan's wrestling isn't up there. So I think he's gonna be able to get it done. I think a TKO win.
Yeah, I think he gets a knockout, to be honest. But yeah, but like you said, man, it's like Emeev's wrestling is not the best, but also we don't think Maddalena's takedown defense is the best. So it's really gonna answer how, at what level is his takedown defense at, which is pretty important because he fights at welterweight, and the top contenders there are most of them have wrestling backgrounds. So it's going to be really important to see how he holds up. But yeah, so we both got Maddalena winning by finish. So I think he knocks him out clean. Jeff says TKO, similar predictions. Let us know down below what you think. Do you think Maddalena is a little right now too overhyped? Do you think his takedown defense is going to falter? Do you think Emeev's kind of being disrespected? He has 10 years on Maddalena, and he has 25 fights to his belt. Do you think his experience is going to come through? Do you think he's going to grind it out? Because he could keep Maddalena on the fence and stuff like that. But let us know down below what you think. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Go check out our other videos. We're doing every other fight on UFC 275. So go ahead and check those out. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. Don't forget to tune in. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Yep. See ya.